What's up guys, theBolderBoulder here, and today we're going to be taking a look at this brand new set from the Star Wars buildable figure line. Set number 75530, Chewbacca. And I actually quite like this set. Pictures and videos don't really do it justice, to be honest. And he's also quite tall. And measuring from head to toe, he's roughly an inch away from being as tall as the Witch Doctor. So that's pretty impressive. He's definitely a standout in the Star Wars figure line. So let's go ahead and hop right into it, and I'll start off from the feet and move on up. Alright, so to start off, already we have some new recolors. I mean, just in general, we don't have a whole lot of CCBS parts in brown. So this set, if you're looking for parts, fantastic. Those would probably go good on a mock with, if you remember from Hero Factory, Ogrim, who had those little paw parts that were originally introduced in the Hero Factory 3.0. I bet that would look cool with those. Just a few mock ideas. Then on the back of the feet are just some small attachments. A few Technic parts, of course, to add stability. And then we move on up to the lower legs, and those are actually built up kind of interestingly. Not perfect, but interestingly. But there's also a nice little detail with these fur printed parts that I want to show you here in a second. We'll focus on this for right now. So these are actually built up kind of interesting, like I said. If you can see from this angle, the legs, honestly, unfortunately don't look that good from the back. Really, at all. I mean, I guess this part right back here is pretty much one of the only kind of maybe armor plates that would fit back there properly. That wouldn't clash with these other parts, but unfortunately it just really doesn't look that good. Directly from the back it looks, you know, okay, but from an angle, fortunately not at all. That's about it for the lower legs. Here's the upper legs. They're covered up with some of these parts, which we have gotten brown before, but they're nice to have more of those. It's a little unfortunate that these bones are gray. I would have preferred them to have been at least black. They definitely should have been recolored as brown, though. That would definitely make it look a lot better, but I digress. But here's this interesting detail. So, there are actually designated parts, which I didn't realize while I was building it. I actually just realized as I was doing this review that there were specifically painted parts to go on the upper legs, separate from the lower legs. See it? No gray fur. Gray fur. Same exact deal with the body and the arms. See what I mean? They were made to go straight into that. Well, this is based on the Last Jedi Chewbacca, and, you know, he's getting older, so he's getting some gray fur, which is a nice touch, and actually makes me appreciate the set more than I already did before. I don't know that I've seen anybody else cover that, so I wanted to point it out myself. Here's another sweet little detail. His crossbow. I mean, look at that. It honestly it does the part justice. And the feature is certainly integrated better than the other ones, I would say. Because look, is there any specific place that looks like a trigger? It's right up here on the top. That's fantastic. Couldn't have thought of a better way to do it myself, honestly. So there you go, go ahead and put that back in there. I suppose the only con about the gun are the red axles, but not much that can be done about that because Lego's stuck on using those. Anyway, it's not a big deal, honestly. I'm kind of used to it. Let's look at the torso now. This is actually really well done. So go ahead and move his arms out of the way. And look at this, they even managed to get this whole strap going across his body for his little pouch. And his pouch is just, you know, one of those armor add-on parts and it gets the job done very well. Again, there's some more light tan, brown, and gray paint. And look at the, I just love the slope they were able to get when designing the body. Let's take a look at the back. Again, not as impressive, which unfortunately seems to be the case with a lot of construction sets. But they have been improving with the Star Wars ones, I will say that. I like the usage of these parts here on the sides to make a more stream, well, just sort of widen the body. That gets your job done fairly well, you know, not perfect, again, kind of gappy. But when the arms are like this, it's not as noticeable. One more thing about the arms and legs, these pieces, dude, they are on point. They couldn't have used a better part for that. Now here's a look at that head mold. It's actually done quite well, I must say. Good, take a quick look all the way around. Look at that. Nice and smooth. And it actually fits right in with the set. I mean, I guess I wish that some of these plates on the arms and legs had that same detail with the actual bumps, but I don't expect them to make brand new parts exclusive to this set. Regardless, it looks great, but unfortunately, it has very, very minimal movement. It can't look up or down literally at all. He can look over side to side. He can tilt his head slightly, so that does allow for some expressiveness. But regardless of that, overall I really do like this set. So, I'm going to go ahead and give my final thoughts. So, as one might ask, Boulder, is this set worth it? My answer would be definitely. Fortunately, I was able to pick up my set at Walmart, and it was actually a few dollars under the suggested retail price. So that was a big plus. So, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and get it. I unfortunately didn't get a hold of Rey or the TIE Fighter pilot or the Praetorian Guard yet. I will likely get the Praetorian Guard at least. And hopefully Rey. But that's all I have for you guys. Thank you all so much for watching, subscribing, hitting that like button, all that wonderful stuff. Don't forget to check out my blog, and I'll have my story up there. So I hope you guys like this review, and have a wonderful day. God bless.